At 6, a man who spent decades on the run is set to get out of prison, this time on parole. He built a life and a family before he was caught. Channel 2's investigative reporter Mark Winnie is live in downtown Atlanta. And Mark, prison officials are now finishing up with a few details.
That's right. And when I reached Willie Lee Austin through Dooley State Prison by phone Monday afternoon, I had the impression that he knew he had a temporary parole month set, but that he did not know the full ramifications of it. Didn't know that, in essence, the board headquartered in that building had decided to grant him parole.
I've been praying for this day. Oof, thank my attorney and God for giving me a second chance in life.
This time, barring the unforeseen, sounds like Willie Lee Austin could leave a Georgia prison bound for Florida with the blessings of the authorities.
So the parole board has granted parole to Mr. Austin pending the final release procedures.
Steve Hayes, spokesman for the Georgia Board of Pardons and Parole, says the board has decided to parole Austin, subject to no new charges surfacing in the meantime.
Anytime that a board decision to parole is granted, it is a tentative decision based upon that final release date being set.
And in Austin's case, scheduling the release could take longer if he wants to return to Florida, where he had been living for most of the time since he fled a Georgia prison sentence in 1981. Do you plan to return to Florida?
Yes, sir.
Lawyer Sarah Becker, working the case with Manny Aurora, says a judge sentenced Austin to 15 years in 1977 for a 1974 armed robbery. But in 1981, he walked off from a Christmas furlough to help a woman in an abusive situation and took an assumed name in Florida, where he eventually built an office furniture business, gave to charity, and reared his biological child and one other until fugitive investigators arrested him in August. In a way, are you glad that this happened so you'll never have to look over your shoulder again, or?
Oh, first time I've been free in 40 years. 40 years. It's a long time.
Hayes says a parole board investigation turned up no evidence Austin had gotten in any criminal trouble since he walked away in 81. Now, attorney Sarah Becker told me that she and Manny Aurora are extremely pleased. The parole board apparently focused on his good record the last 34 years instead of, quote, the acts of his distant past. Austin told me he'd like to thank the Board of Pardons and Paroles for giving him a second chance in life. He said he's going to make good on it. Reporting live, Mark Winnie, Channel 2 Action News.